It is raining. So this is my very early start to the day to go into the office. I normally wake up at about 8 when I'm not in the office, but I have a very early start when I have to go into the office. So this is me just getting ready, putting on some moisturizer here. And this is a moisturizer that I really love. I try to use only natural products, and actually even my foundation, as much as I can help it, I try to use natural products. The main reason because there's a lot of harsh chemicals in a lot of cosmetics, and they can be endocrine disruptors, and they can be negative or bad for you in different ways. So I just try to steer clear of that. And of course filling in the caterpillars, because makeup always seems to come together when you have your eyebrows done. This is another natural makeup that I really love. It's RMS, and it's kind of like a gel eyeshadow that I use very often. And of course a bit of mascara. You're going already? This is my hubby leaving for work. He went in earlier that day, and that was the goodbye kiss of the day. Yeah, that's alright, I have my keys. Great, bye. This is also a natural lipstick I like to use, and the pairing up with the lip gloss actually works very well. It's a light pink lip gloss, and that's the end product. And this is the outfit of the day. For the office, the trousers, I got them from H&M, and they're kind of just like a regular cream pair. Necklace, earrings, can't go without them. This is my cat watching me leave. He doesn't know he's going to be spending the day alone. So I'm heading to Dublin for work, because that's where I work, which is about an hour and 40-minute train journey. So what I normally do is I drive over to the train station, because it's a park and ride. Leave my car there, then go in the train station, get the train, and then it leaves me in Dublin city centre, Connolly station. And then I just walk over to work from there. I take another train to Grand Canal. So let me turn that radio down. So yeah, that's me this morning, and it's always such a trek, but it's gotta be done. And I always seem to get very nervous driving when I haven't been driving for a while as well. So it makes my morning extra stressful. I've arrived safely, and I'm here at 7 minutes past 7. My train is at 20 past, so I'm in good time. And yeah, just take my bag and go over to the station, and that's it. I arrived in the train station in pretty good time. I normally have about 5 minutes before I get onto the train. And the nice thing is the station that I take the train from always has a seat, because it's the very first station, so that's a lucky one. The views in the train are usually really nice, and there's always a lot of really nice landscapes. This is me landing in Grand Canal Dock and swiping out with my card. So I'm just walking to work, which is the last little trek. It's always so busy in the train stations in the morning, and it just always leaves me in a little bit late because of the trains, but it is what it is. Got my coffee anyways. Got a latte with soya milk. I usually get a latte with soya milk or with oat milk, and that does me, so I'm all energized and ready for the day. But yeah, always getting a bit late, unfortunately. Part of the housing crisis that they talk about here is a lot of tents, and I think seemingly a lot of migrants or homeless people. So yeah, it's very real. being in Dublin is always a little bit nostalgic for me because I lived here for 21 years, around about there, and I actually lived around this area, Grand Canal. So funny enough, when I go to work, because our office moved space, I always pass by where I used to live, so it reminds me of the old days. And also the church that I went to was very close to Grand Canal as well. It was on Pier Street, and that's where I got saved. And finally I arrived into work, get up with the lift, and a shameless lift selfie here. Don't mind if I do. Here is my lovely salad, which I grabbed at Connolly Station. And yeah, it's pretty healthy. I think there was a bit of tuna in it, tomatoes, salad, but it doesn't really fill you up. They always give you a very small amount of tuna. So I finished a full day of work, and it was somewhat of a long day. Did a bit of archiving and other office work, and now I'm just on my way back to the train station, just walking back. I have to get a connection train first, which is just a couple of stops, and then I get to Connolly, which is the main station in Dublin, and then from there it's just a straight train, an hour 40 minutes to where I'm going. So yeah. And finally making my way back to Connolly Station, taking the DART, which is the train. It's the name of the train in Dublin. And this is just a connection train that brings me to Connolly Station. And then finally back on the train to home. So this is the last trek before I get home. And that brought me home at about, I think, 7, just before 7, I think. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. If you've liked this, please give me a like and do subscribe.